Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the John Owen Movie Channel. All things movies, all the time. And today's video is going to be a Spider-Man Far From Home review. So, obviously, I'm going to issue a huge, massive spoilers ahead warning. If you have not seen the movie and you don't know what happens, click away now. But if you want to revisit this after you watch it, just hit me up for the link. I will gladly send it to you. Okay? Cool. You've been issued a spoiler warning, so at this point, yan yelled. It's your fault now. Alright, let's get to it. First off, preview video, yeah, sure. I nailed that this was going to be a little campy vacation with Peter and his high school friends that gets interrupted whenever Nick Fury and Maria Hill need Spider-Man to team up with Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio, to stop the Elementals, save the world. I knew that this movie was going to deal with the fallout of Endgame, which it actually did masterfully, by the way. But I'm going to cover that. Not in this video, because I don't really have time, so cool. Let's do it. Let's keep going. And how Peter and the world itself was going to deal with the death of Tony Stark. And I knew Mysterio was going to form a really good and intimate relationship with Peter, only to turn it on to set up Mysterio versus Spider-Man in the final act. What I did not predict, however, was the extent to which all of those things were going to go to. This movie is an absolute emotional roller coaster. You get highs and lows. You crash in the high emotions. You crash in the low emotions. I mean, this movie is absolutely insane, crazy, bonkers, whatever super hyperbole adjective you want to throw in. That's what this movie is. So I'm just going to break it down by kind of how each thing hit me emotionally via sorting it through these wonderful gifts I found. Thank you, Internet. Anyways, what shocked me, genuinely shocked me, is how terrible of a person Quentin Beck truly is. I mean, he's genuinely a bad guy. And hey, don't be, and for all of you that thought we got psyched out about the multiverse, y'all slept on Doctor Strange. They already said it exists. So y'all need to go watch y'all's movies. Y'all need to know y'all stuff. Anyways, back to my point. Quentin Beck's a genuinely terrible bad person. You know, like the Billie Eilish song, bad guy. That's what he is. He's a bad guy. Anyways, reveals that his plan, that he was lying the whole time. He's not some holy warrior from this other interdimensional planet that got destroyed by the elementals. False. Not true. What his real story is, he's lying about the whole time. I hate liars. Anyways, he used to work for Tony Stark and developed the BARF technology, but then Tony was like, you know what? I don't really see a use for this. So then he fires Quentin Beck. So Quentin Beck gets pissed. Anyways, Quentin devises this team of also more ex-Stark employees, and they use that BARF technology to create these elementals that actually do real damage but are all fake and holograms, so that he can set himself up to look like a hero. And once he figures out that Peter has these glasses right here, the Edith glasses, he starts targeting Peter specifically. That's why the water monster's in Venice. That's why the attack happens in Venice, by the way. And then it just follows Peter as he goes on his trip. Anyways, so Quentin needs these glasses which have access to Edith, so then he can get these drones that are part of Edith's system. Yes, I know, I'm sorry I used the Lego box cover, but I had to do the best that I could. So he needs these drones so that he can make this big giant elemental monster at the end, so then that way he can really look like a true hero that can stop an Avengers level threat by himself and be the next Iron Man, fill that power void after Tony's death. And he will go to, there are no ends to what he will go to get these glasses, and to genuinely, and at one point in the movie he's like, you know what, I'm just going to have to kill Peter. Simple as that. I have to kill Peter Parker. And this was the part that I couldn't breathe. I've seen it twice already. I saw it twice in like 4 days. And I didn't breathe either of the times. This illusion scene, oh my god. Absolutely breathtaking. Cinematography, stunning. I did not breathe watching this sequence. And there's music, and then it stops, and then this part happens, and Peter's looking at Tony's grave, and Mysterio's all like, maybe if you were better, Parker, he would still be here. And then this zombie Iron Man jumps out of it, and like, ah! And, you're still not breathing. I was like, but it's whatever. But just from a cinematography standpoint, absolutely beautiful. Oh my god! But like I said, I'm not breathing during this part. He's preying on all of Peter's insecurities, and that's a lot of in-depth stuff you probably don't want to hear me talk about. But it's cool. We're just gonna keep going. But that was my favorite scene of the whole movie. Was the illusion scene. I mean, it is absolutely breathtaking. Here's more pictures of it. I just found all the pictures I could and gave it to you because I knew you would want to see it. But generally, a bad guy, terrible, terrible person. Top 5 MCU villain of all time. Well done, well executed, well written, well fleshed out, perfectly done, awesome villain. So good job, Marvel and Mysterio. What made me laugh, kind of the opposite spectrum of that absolute shocked I can't breathe. It's Peter and Ned, man. Ned is golden as comedic relief in this movie. He is so freaking funny, and I love Ned so much. Him and Peter's little friendship is so awesome, and I just love it. Ned and Betty actually hook up in this movie, and just kind of their funny quips and stuff is really funny. So, this movie was funny. It ended up being as campy as like Homecoming or Plucky, but it was still really funny because it's still at the end of the day it's a Spider-Man movie. What made me just like let's go! MJ and Peter Bear. They're so cute together. Oh my god. And they're so awkward. It's like, y'all are so cringy, but it's like, yes. Just ship it. Let's go. MJ comes off as less edgy in this movie, as opposed to more just like she's more socially awkward than she is edgy. And I really like that change because Homecoming, she had a small sample size, so it was okay. But I don't know if I would have liked that over the course of a whole movie. She's just more socially awkward, and Peter is too. So they're perfect for each other. Oh, and they hook up at the end after Peter wins, and Peter gives him this little necklace. They're holding hands. It's just so cute, man. It's like, yeah, we love Peter, we love MJ. Anyways, this scene actually ended up being deleted. It was fake news. I was really sad because Iron Spider is my favorite suit. Or going into the movie at least. So I want to see more of it, but he barely wears it. It's fine. The action in this movie really, really is amped up, kicked up a lot. Especially when compared to Homecoming, which, they didn't have bad action, but, set pieces are just grander. He wears the stealth suit, for the majority of the movie. And it's cool. It's pretty cool. He actually makes a really funny joke about it. Nick Fury asked him how it is. He said, "Oh, it's a little tighter on the web shooter." That's so funny. But the red and black suit, man. Like I said, I think I said in my preview video, I'm not sure, but I figured this was gonna be my favorite suit after we came out of the movie, and it is beautiful. It is stunning. It is awesome. The action in this movie, the third act, the final third act battle is so epic. It's like a top 5 MCU final battle for me personally. I put it right there with Infinity War, Endgame, Civil War, the Avengers, Thor Ragnarok. So it's like in the top 6 definitely. Just kind of however you want to sort that is however you want to do that. But it's climactic. It is awesome. There was a really nice Holy Trinity nod right here because he has an arc reactor, but it's also a hammer, and he's got a shield. Cap, Thor, Tony. It's just awesome. The action's amazing in this movie. Like genuinely chaotic Spider-Man action in this movie is fantastic. And this is my favorite. This is probably one of my favorite emotional payoffs in the movie. Whenever he stops Mysterio for the last time after he uses all his bitches, you can't fool me anymore because the spider sense is so good. It works. I was like, yeah. But now let's talk about the post-credit scenes, an MCU staple. So what I thought we were gonna get? I thought we were gonna get a Green Goblin tease, Sinister Six setup. But no, you know what we got instead? We got an absolute gut punch, gut wrenching, mid-credit, post-credit, whatever you want to call it, scene that was absolutely devastating. So at the end of the movie, before the credits start, MJ and Peter are swinging through New York, and it's so cute, right? Well, they land at the beginning of the post-credits, the mid-credit scene is they land. And so Peter's like, okay, I'm going to go, deuces. So he flips on top of the light post, and this video comes on. And long story short, Mysterio edited the last moments between him and Spider-Man. And basically frames him for the events that happened in London, say that Spider-Man's attacked me, I've stopped the elemental, but now he's using these drones and he's trying to kill people, whatever. And J. Jonah Jameson reprised his role with J.K. Simmons. Beautiful casting choice, by the way. Just InfoWars style, kind of like the PS4 Spider-Man game. And then he just goes all in, and, he's attacking Spider-Man or whatever. And then the biggest revelation of this whole scene, even though, Peter's now on the run or whatever, or has been framed for the events of London, is that Mysterio reveals his identity to the whole world. The entire world. Like, says, hey, Spider-Man is Peter Parker. And Peter's like, what the? And it cuts before he says the F word, but you knew that it was coming. And this was, I'm not kidding, this was my genuine reaction in the theater. A whole spit take, man, just all over the people in front of me. I felt real bad, but I was so shocked. I was just like, root beer all over the place, but oh my god, like, absolutely shocked. And it has so many massive implications for the future of Spider-Man, but I have a video of that coming sometime next week, so hold tight. That's coming, don't worry. But just, I'll touch on more of that in my next video. And the other post-credit scene, at first I was like, what the actual hell? Comes to turn out, Nick Fury and Maria Hill were Skrulls the whole time. Hey, it was Talos and his wife. I don't remember her name. Sorry, they were posing as Nick Fury, while Nick Fury was chilling on this big old spaceship with all these other Skrulls. I was like, what? Whack. So he's just chilling in space. Oh, sorry, got trigger happy. So I guess there's some like space base, but I read some things and it could be SWORD, which is basically Space Shield. I didn't really get into it because I was like, okay, cool, we'll cross the bridge when we get there. But both of the post-credit scenes are really important, really huge, mass implications. I cannot wait to see where they take that direction. And basically, this movie just puts Peter through the ringer, man. I mean, he messes up so much in this movie when he gives the glasses to Quentin. You're like, seriously, man, like, he's a bad guy. Like, you knew that. Come on, be smarter, Peter. But, he fixes it. And then his world gets absolutely toppled. But, I'll touch on that more in a future video. And I just really enjoyed the journey Peter went on in this movie. So, I would describe this movie as exhilarating, emotional, and absolutely insane. I would give it a perfect 10 out of 10 score. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. And here's a little meme for y'all. Mysterio. Anyways, thank you for watching my Spider-Man Far From Home review. Leave your thoughts in the comments below and have a great day. Deuces.